Good morning. I pray this message will find you very well. Prejudice. Prejudice means judging without knowing. Prae, judicium. Pre, before, judicium, judging. It means that you judge things, you judge matters, you judge people, you judge situation without having the right knowledge, without knowing all the story. You hear someone telling you something about somebody else, and you judge according to what the person has told you before knowing the whole story. You find a situation that looks like something, and you judge before knowing the whole situation. You get a document, and you read part of it. You don't even read the rest of it, and you make a decision without even finishing reading the document. You make your own opinion. Prejudice will cost a lot, has already cost a lot. You don't know people. We don't know all the matters. We don't have the whole knowledge. This is why it is advised to have at least 2 or 3 more opinions. Some people, for example, have been diagnosed with a certain illness. What do? You seek for more information. You look for more information. You don't take just one opinion on the matter. You want to, for example, hire someone. You just don't take one opinion. You look for more information. This is how wisdom works. But people who work with prejudice, who judge before knowing, they make mistakes. They make mistakes, and those mistakes sometimes are bad for themselves. Most of the time it's bad for themselves because they don't know all of the matter, and it is bad also for other people. So today, in my channel, my intention is really that we grow, that we become mature. And I know that there are some messages you don't want to hear. I know that some people don't want to hear about forgiveness. They don't want to hear about the things that they might be doing wrong. It's the same for all of us. But I tell you, love the good messages, but also love the one who are a little bit harder to hear. This is how we make progress. This is how we become mature, so that we don't stay children forever. If, for example, you know that you're not doing well with your finances, what do? Instead of blaming your employer for not paying you enough, instead of blaming your spouse for spending too much, maybe there's the way you manage. Maybe there's something else you could do. Prejudice. Stop blaming. Stop judging without knowing. You might be judging a person because that person is young. You don't know. You don't know that there are some young people who are wiser than 60, 70, 80-year-old people. You have this prejudice because that person is young. You haven't looked at the result. You haven't looked at the work of that person. Because the person is young, you don't want to hire that person. But you see the resume, you see what the person has achieved before, but still you don't want to believe because you have a prejudice about the age of that young person. Look at what the person has already achieved, and don't judge on the basis of just one thing. You judge the person according to, I don't know what, according maybe to what the person is wearing. You don't know that maybe that person is going through a difficult time, and maybe that person in other circumstances will surprise you. Don't judge people according to their appearance, to what they are wearing, to how they are, the hair is done, and all that. Get more information. Get to know the person better before judging the person. Okay, let's take this example and speak about looking for a life partner. For example, you might find a man or a woman, but the person doesn't know how to dress very well, and you will dismiss that person because, oh no, I don't like the way he dresses, I don't like the way she does her hair, I don't like the way she dresses. Now, imagine that person has such a good heart. Imagine that person is forgiving. That person has a sweet spirit. That man is going to be very helpful. That is going to make your life really beautiful, make your life easy. No struggling, no fighting every day, no bitterness, but a quiet and peaceful life with understanding, with care, with respect, and all that. What are clothes compared to that? Tell me, what are the way that person is clothing has to do with that? Of course, the way that person is wearing their clothes can be a sign, but you need not to have prejudice, but to check if it has a matter to do with their character. Maybe it shows that the person is neglectful, but maybe the person is not. Look in other areas. If it is confirmed that that person is neglectful, and you don't want to be with someone who is neglectful, and you think that, okay, I can't fix that, all right, but maybe you will see that that person doesn't dress very well, but I can see that it's not a pattern. In other areas, the person is very does things very quite well. You see that the car is well maintained. you see that even though you don't like the clothing, it's clean, it's well maintained, and you see there are things that you're looking at that are not important, that you can change. The certain men that you see today, they were not like that when their wife took care of them, but they looked at the heart. Check if the heart is good. Don't have prejudice. Don't judge before knowing more about the matter. You hear a bad thing about something and you make your opinion on that person without knowing that person. You hear that that person is this or that, and later on you realize that it was a gossip, that that person is not like that. But meanwhile, have you made a long-term decision about that person? So this is what I wanted to say today. And I know that there are some messages that people don't want to hear, but you know, maturity is about being able to take in the nice thing, the good news, and also the things that make us improve, make us get better, make us become better people. When you are exercising, sometimes it's going to be harder, sometimes it's going to be a little bit painful, but you still have to do that so that you can see great results. I hope this is helpful, and let's think about that, and let's meditate, think on prejudice. If you read the Bible, for example, you will see that there are so many times where people had prejudice, and there are other times, if you read Jesus' teaching, you will see that he warns us against prejudice. He tells us, for example, about religious leaders. He says they are all dressed in white and all that, but inside it's death. They are white, they are tombs dressed in white. Tombs dressed in white. Wow. You see, I've spoken about dressing, about clothing. There are some people, you will think that, wow, this person is perfect. You look at the way the person is dressed, smells so good, hair perfect, shoes perfect, car, everything. But inside that person is a tomb. Think about that. I don't know who this message is for, but think about that. It doesn't mean you have to go around looking for people who dress weirdly and all that. No, 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 no. You can also have somebody who knows how to take care of themselves and who also have a good heart. But the message is, look for the heart of the people. And also, as I said, you can really find balanced people. It doesn't have to be all white or all black. You can easily find somebody who knows how to take care of himself and also have a good heart. This is what we are aiming at. All right, let me know if you wish, if this has been helpful. Take care. Bye-bye.